guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So calendars are here at last. So this is for you, Sonia, and everybody else that has asked me for the calendars. It's taken a little bit longer than we thought it would be, but I wanted to get the calendar colours right. We've gone through so many different things that we wanted to do, but I think I've got them done now and they are fabulous. I'm loving them. So it's the same style as it was a couple of years ago. I didn't do them last year, but I did them 23 and 24. And they are lovely, really nice. So I'm just going to show you the colours that we have in the actual little calendars. I've got this one, which is the antique coffee stainy one, and I'll show you how I put that together in a minute. So we've got that colour, we've got a little one here, it's got little roses on. I've got this colour, which is a new one, which I love, which is a darker one, and this has got the white. These are black and this has got the white sort of writing. We have a green, whoopsie daisy, we have the white, and we have the sort of like purpley blue colour. So in the pack with the actual backings, which are like this, you get 9 of different ones of the stand-up ones, the little triangle ones, which are these, and you also get 9 of the tags. Now the tags come in, you get 3 in this shape, you get 3 in this shape, and then I've got another one somewhere, and it's this one, which is the taggy shape, which has got the top, the rounded top. So you get 3 different styles in that. So they are lovely. Now I have cut them out. They're really simple to do. So simple. And I've tried to do it so if you don't have too much to embellish with, you don't need to sort of like embellish them. They are really pretty as they are. So in the kit you get those, and you get the, let me go through this because I'm going to confuse myself otherwise. You get all the backing bits, like you get 9 of these and 9 of the stand-up, and you also get the white calendar and the coffee stained. So that comes in one kit, and then in the other one you get the different colour ones. So some people don't want the backing, they just want the calendars. So you will get all 6 of these in there as well. The reason we put the white in, because people like the white, but you can also print off over your favourite paper. So don't think you can have any colour paper that you want. You can just print this over your paper or have them white. So you get those 6 in one packet like that in different colours, and then the other pack comes with the coffee stained and the white and the backings. So I hope that makes sense. They're all on Ko-fi and Etsy now. So I'm going to show you first what you get in there and what they're like. I'm going to show you how they come, so you can just have a little peek. So again, like I said, you get the 9 different styles in that, and then you get 9, and they come like this. So all you've got to do is cut this piece out. Really simple, and it tells you what to do, how to fold it. You've got little fold lines. It says fold here, and fold here. This is the base, this is the front, that's the back, and that's the base. So they're very simple to do. Okay, and I have backed them, so you can see on the inside it's not white card. You've got a little bit of colour in there, but again, you don't have to. But this bit, this bit is spare, which I've got spare here, so keep that. If you go on print on the back, keep that, because this is great bases for backing things or making paper clips and things like that, so don't waste that. So I'm going to show you some of them, what they look like. Look at this. This is just lovely. So they bend up like that and slot in. Look at that. So that's your little calendar. And this one's got little toadstools and things on. So that's lovely. We've got this one, which is sort of more neutrally sort of like colours. And you've got like the nature's notes. We got this sort of like idea from the papers that we got, which is lovely. And they just fold in half, and these bits fold up like that. Just perfect. And that's the front, and that's where you just pop your calendar. There's this one here like that, fold up, that's the front, and that's the back. This one, I love this one. I haven't folded this one. I've scored it, but I didn't fold it because I thought I'd show you. So it comes like that. So you just score down the 3 lines, fold that in half, like that. Fold these bits in, like that, and this side. Very, very simple. And then what you do, you just slot them, no, not even slot them together, you just stick that together. So it depends how much you put on your front. So if it's a little bit heavier, that you've sort of embellished the top, move this out a little bit and stick it so it's a little bit bigger base. Do you know what I mean? So you can have it right in like that, or you can have a bigger base like that. So it all depends how you want to do it. And if you want to send them to people in the post, don't stick them at all. What I would do is just put a little bit of double-sided tape on that so that they can pull it off themselves and stick them together. Stick that on top of that so they can just do the sticking, and then it's really sort of, you know, flat to go in an envelope. You could even make it into sort of like your little Christmas card, couldn't you? So we've got those. We have this one here, which I've already done, which has got beautiful roses on it. That's lovely, and I've just popped a little, what they call bow, God, and some lace across the top. So super simple. This one, this is the birdie one, which is, what did I do with the bird one? Did I have it here? Oh, no, this one. This is the bird one, but I didn't put the bird on the front because it would have been covered up. The bird's on the back. So the little flat hangy one and this one, so you sort of like get 2 of each, so they sort of like go together. But I just think they're lovely. And then we got this one and this one. I sort of made them, and I made them so they have different calendars on the front. So look at that one. This is just beautiful. I've just backed these with card just so it's a little bit heavier. And I popped a little bit of chain on there with some little eyelets so that can be hung up. This one I put magnets on the back so that will just stick to your fridge. So if you just want to give somebody a little gift like that, that's a little one that you can just pop in an envelope and pop a little magnet on the back, and it can just go onto their fridge or somewhere. And then I showed you this one, didn't I? So these ones have just got a little bit of velvet ribbon and stuff, so just you can just decorate however you fancy. So I'm just going to pop these to the side, and let's have a go. So we've got these ones. What shall we do? What should we do? I was going to do this one actually because I kind of like this one. This is like a little pond. So if I just show you, look at that. Isn't that lovely? I'm not really very organised, guys. I do apologise. Here we go. That's the one that goes with it, and then we've got the little stand-up one, but they're just beautiful. So once you've put your calendar on, I'm going to put a blue one on this one. You don't even have to put anything else on it because it just goes so well, doesn't it? So should we do this little blue one first? No, actually, I'm going to show you how I made the calendars like this, and then they stick. So if you haven't seen these before, do you know what I mean? They're just like the little pulley off ones. These come in, I don't have one, I've cut them all up now, which was a bit silly, but they come in, so these are all joined together. Let me just take this off because I haven't glued this. So they come in 2 pages and they actually join together like this. So all you've got to do when you cut them out, which is so simple, a lot simpler than last time, they come in the middle of your pages like that, so you can print on whatever you like, and then you've just got to cut out the outside and then slice down like that, and then that's it. It's so simple. Before I had them like that, so you had to cut round each one, but we've made it so much easier this time. So you just have to do one cut around the outside, slice down the middle and slice down there. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. So they should be in the right order. Make sure you've got them in the right order. I have printed these on just 80 GSM paper, so you don't have any thick, just normal computer paper. And I'm just going to bang those down like that. This is the bit that you want to have nice and flat. And then I've taken a little bit of paper, a little bit of the scrap paper from cutting them out, put that on just so I don't get dents in that. Again on this side, like that. Make sure all of that is all nice and level. Don't worry about these sides because you can, you know, level it up if you're not very good at cutting. I went through mine. I did cut mine on my lovely big guillotine, which holds the paper down. So they cut really, really well. So I'm just going to take a little bit of tacky glue, pop that on there like that, just along the top. That bit's coming off there. Rub your finger along there, and then we just need to leave that to dry. That back piece needs to squash in. So it's really, really simple. Now you want to do, you know, 3 or 4 little ones, leave it to dry. Just go along that top piece. And this is a way to make any little booklets. I've made these little booklets like this before. So then this is just the sticky bit. And then once that's dry, it just holds together like that. So you've got like a little layer of glue, and then you just pull off the little sheets as the months go by. Super simple. And then we'll just leave that to dry. Doesn't take long. I'm just going to do another one because I'll probably want to use this. Let's just go along there. Little blob of glue. Run your finger along there like that. I haven't done that the neatest, so do take a little bit of time to do that, but there we go. And then what I'll do is I will just tidy that up. So I'm going to put that to the side, and we shall do this one like this. So we'll pop that together. I would fold the back into the front so you don't have this bit showing, if you know what I mean. It's a little bit neater that way. So that's what I was thinking anyway. So I'm going to fold that up. No, I'm not going to fold these down because I'm going to take a January, of course, a blue one, and pop that on the front. That's it. Super simple. We like super simple. Now I've got some bits and pieces I could probably do with maybe a little blue. I've got one there. Is that the same blue? I think so. I think they're the same. Just so I can pop a little bow just on the corner. Should we have a little bit of lace or something in here? This is my little pot that I was using yesterday, if I can find the end. Oh, if you saw the video yesterday, I got so much scrap of fabric and bits and pieces everywhere. It's driving me nuts. Just a little bit of lace. I'm not going to go all the way. I'm going to just, I don't want that flower to disappear. So I'm not going to cover you up. I'm going to just cut that end off. I'll pop that on in a minute. Take a little bit of tacky glue. So if you wanted to do some last minute gifts, these are just perfect, and they're also great for little stocking stuffers, aren't they? Who doesn't want a little calendar? I think they're fabulous. Yeah, it took us a little while to get the colours right. This was a hard one. I wanted a darker one in there, but it wasn't quite the right colour that I wanted. So if you look, I'm chopping and changing. Look at that. That looks lovely on there, doesn't it? And it also looks nice on there because you've got the colour in there. These go with all sorts. Josh, you can even put this one on there like that. I just think they look lovely. so they all mix and match really, really well. So if you make them all up, you can make sort of like 6 of them, and each one will go with whichever one you're doing. That was a bit of a mouthful, wasn't it? Should we do like a little doubly one? Do you think I need a bigger one of these? I've got my little bow maker here. I do love my bow maker. I do. Let's take the end of this. There it is. I'm going to make on the bigger ones. Don't know whether you guys have got your bow makers out and using them. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I just love this. I really, really do. So I'm going to go around in like a figure of 8 and then just do a little knot in there. Just want a little bit of a bigger bow. And then snip that like that. Push those together and pull it off. Pop you out of the way. There we go. Got a bit of a bigger one there. Just going to put that one, oops, on top of the bigger one, like that, and just stick that down. Lovely. So it's really light and pretty. Now I've got my glue gun, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there. I'm going to stick this little one down, like that. And then we'll put the little blue one over the top, like that. So guys, are you having a lovely week? Have you done much crafting this week? You know, have you been busy? Are you making, what are you making? I did ask you that yesterday, didn't I? Making anything exciting? Do you do other things other than crafts as little hobbies? I would like to know, you know, because we all have other things. We don't just craft all the time. I do like to cook, actually, which I do believe that crafting and cooking sort of go together. Everybody that crafts seems to cook as well. But I don't have a very big kitchen, so we're limited to how much I can actually make, which is probably a good idea, because I'd probably eat everything. As I'm getting older, I seem to eat so much more. I really do. I'm sure I'm just getting old and greedy, probably. There we go. So I'm just sticking it along the top of the back of that, and then that will just fold in like that. And then how simple and quick is that? So let's pop that lid on, and what I'm going to do, the back one, you want the back one, I'm going to take a little bit of double-sided tape. Let's go around this way, and then I'm just going to just put it along the bottom like that. Now you can glue them, you know, it's entirely up to you. Stick it with whatever you like, but I'm going to use a little bit of double-sided tape like that. And then, like I said, if you want to send that in the post, leave it like that, and then just put a little note in there to say that you can stick it yourself, and then that will be on your desk, craft desk, or your computer desk, or just in your kitchen, or wherever you want to put it, on a little shelf. Take that off, and then we will just pop those together like that, and just stick that, and that can be stood up. So as well, you could probably write inside before, if you wanted it as a card, couldn't you? So you could put a little note inside. Look at that. How simple is that? Isn't that lovely? Just beautiful. Loving the pictures of them on them. So there, I've got these ones, look, and they're really, really lovely. And I think they're sort of like go with all sorts of things, so you can add or not add bits and pieces. Look, I'm covered in glue again. Right, I was going to do one of these, wasn't it? And the other thing I was going to show you is this is what I've done. I hadn't cut all of it out. I just sewed it around on the sewing machine. I didn't cut it out, and then I'm going to cut this one out. So I've just backed it. These are printed on 160. The calendars, the actual calendars, I printed only on 80 because they don't need to have any, you know, they just sort of like, you want them as sort of light as possible, really, don't you? But the papers, I've printed these on 160 GSM paper. I'm really not sure what that is in pounds. So I'm just going to cut this one out like that. Nice and simple. Pop that over there, out of the way, amongst all my rubbish on my desk. And there we go. Really nice. Let's get a little bit of ink on there, just to get rid of my little white lines, as always. And this one, I was thinking as well, because we've got sort of like roses this way and roses that way. You could have it sideways. So you could put that sideways. And then I was just thinking about the green on there. So you can have it like that, quite, which is nice, isn't it? We could have this lovely one with the little roses on. See, that goes really nicely. We've got this one, which would go really nicely on there. So you can mix and match them all up together, however you like. And as well, I was thinking, I might have it sort of like coming down. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to have it in the middle. Also on this one would be quite nice, wouldn't it, coming down? But then again, I quite like it on there. Oh, I do like these. What should we have? Should we have that coming down? And then maybe have this one hanging up. Let's do that. Let's pop these to the side. I have put chain on this one, like that. The other one had magnets on. This one, what shall I do? Should I pop a little bit of ribbon or something on? Got all these lovely flowers as well, which would look good. What do you think? Nice big flower in the middle as well. Is that a bit over the top? These are so pretty. That's quite a nice little one, isn't it? That might look nice. I think I'll have that one. Right, so if we put that there, I need to make a hole. Where's my little... Right, I'm going to measure this if I can. Where's my ruler? Where's my ruler gone? There it is. So let's see what size these are. I haven't got a clue. 5 inches they are. Oh, that's pretty. Gosh, now I need a pencil. All this craft supplies I've got in my room. I don't have anything to actually write with. Okay, I've got this little black one here. Let's just... Right, so if I do it 1.5, just put a tiny little mark there. And then, what should we do? Here. About there, about there. Do you think? Or just that too much? Do you think it needs to be further? Maybe I'll do it an inch in. That's probably better. There. If I do it an inch in, so I'm going to just do the bigger one. Come down where that mark is. And just make a little hole there. That's better, isn't it? And a little hole there. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, and I think that would have been too far in. So a little bit over there. Let's get a little eyelet to pop in there. What should we have? A little pink. A little pink one. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Make sure I got 2. That's not the right colour. There we go. Let's turn this over. Pop that on. wash that down. There we go. Doing it pink, you can hardly see the eyelets. They sort of disappear on there. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Right, we can have a chain or we can have ribbon. So what was I going to put on there? I think I might go with the chain. I kind of like the chain. Like that. Yeah, because if I had that in here a little bit further, it would have been too much, wouldn't it? It could probably come out even further, actually. Let's just... Oops. Snip that there. Take a little jump ring. I think that should be the right size. Do you think? Yeah, I think 2 of these ones. Oops. If I can take one out, that's like a double one. Don't want a double one, just a little single one. Pliers. Again, you don't have to do this bit. You can just you can stick a little bit of ribbon on the back if you don't have all these bits and pieces. I'm going to just pop that through the loop. Pop that through that hole. And then make sure we're done up. There we go. Perfect. This might even be a little bit too long, this chain. Shall I measure it for you? That is, move all these bits out of the way. It's about 6.5 inches. Or what's that? That's about 16.5 centimetres. And in centimetres, the length of this was 12.5. Just that top bit. There we go, let's put this down. Clip that on. Pop that through. Oopsie daisy. Not like that. Oh my golly mollies. Oh my gollies. There we go. Pop that through. So yeah, I printed this on to, what did I say, 160 GSM, and I also backed it with a piece of 160 coffee stain paper. Look at that. Looks like a little plaque, doesn't it? You could use these and actually and put your own little message on there. Make a little plaque with something on, couldn't you? But look at that, isn't that lovely? So what should we pop? We pop that sort of halfway down, like that. And then I think I'm going to have just a lovely little flower. I've got a little doily here. Do you think that will go on? Look at that, that's lovely. I might pop. I've got a little bit. Let's have a little bit of this. I might just put a little bit of lace across the top. Like that. That would look nice, wouldn't it? So I'm going to glue, before I stick it down, I'm just going to glue, just so it pops out the top. A little bit on there. Put this along. Just along the top. This is the bit we sort of glue down anyway. Just so it peeps out of the top of the calendar. Can you see? That's so pretty, isn't it? Looks so dainty as well. So then let's take this off. Make sure we're in the middle. Let's glue this down. A little bit more glue. Oops. Along there, and we can put that down. Oh, I tell you what would look nice, actually, I didn't think of that, would be like a little thing to put a pencil in, wouldn't it? Just to cross these off. Look at that. Actually, I might, oh no, that's pretty glued down. That's pretty glued down. When you glue it a little bit further down so the whole thing sticks on. Let's put that to the side. I'm going to pop the little doily on. I'm going to do this with some glue gun. Let's put it on the paper. Not quite sure. I think I put my... I'm going to stick this right on top. Like that. I don't need my finger dauber thingy-majig then. I can just stick that on. Like that. Oh, love it. So pretty. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I love it. And then again, you can have a little note on the back if you want to. But I think that's lovely. Right, before I forget, I'm going to pop and get a I've got some little pencils. So I'm just going to quickly pop and get those. Okay, so I have got these little box of little tiny pink pencils with a little eraser on the top. Look at that. That would, not sure about this one, but do you think that would work on there? That would. Maybe it will go better with this one. But what I was thinking is, how could we do that? Maybe I'll use a little bit of this. This is the paper that we had, wasn't it? It was left over. Let me just get this. How can we do it? We need like a little piece like this. And it needs to just go around here so it slots in, doesn't it? Just so that's sort of tight. That would work, wouldn't it? Let's have a think. Let me just glue that little bit. We only need to glue a tiny bit. Just, oops. Get that glue off me. Just a tiny bit here. So it doesn't go on the pencil. Oh, oopsie daisy. Like that. That hold. It's going to slide through, isn't it? Let's hold that tight. Actually, what I can, let's just have a think. Let's just chop this off. And then what we could do is just attach it to inside. Couldn't we? Like that. Okay, well, I'm going to do that again. Let's just cut another little bit off. Let's chop another bit off. Where will we go? Let's cut a little bit. It needs to be, shall I measure it for you? That is like I think that's 2 centimeters. Yeah, that's about 2 centimeters. Because you want it pretty wide. I'm not worried about what's on the inside. It's a good way to use up some of our scrap paper. So let's pull that tight again. And then I can glue the whole of this piece down. Because if we stick it inside of our little calendar, you're not going to see it, are you? Let's pop that on there. Pop our pencil in. Squeeze that down. Just get my pliers. We want to make sure that's kind of tight, don't we? So that's in. You could actually do that. You could do this with fabric as well. But for a minute, That's not bad, is it? Oh, I like that. Maybe we could cover a little bit of lace or something. There we go. Let's chop that off. Going to, where's my little dauber? Let's just pop a little bit of ink on there. Then that would sit just there, and that would just stick on the back with a pencil in it. Let's just double check. There we go. Oh, the pencil's perfect size. A little bit higher so you can pull it out. Oh, fabulous. I do like that, right? We need, what do you reckon? You could just sort of like embellish it to go with whatever is on your journal, on your little thing. I do like that. What's that? That's got some of that on it. I don't think. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. I don't know what I've done with that one. Loving it. Loving it. Little pink. Pink doesn't quite go with all of them, but for now I'm going to put it onto this one because I think it's lovely. I'm not going to embellish it. I'm just going to stick it. Just going to stick it like this. Little bit of glue. And we make a little pen holder. Might be easier to stick it on before you fold it up. Leave it to dry. There we go. Yeah, definitely leave it to dry. I'm so impatient. Pull that down. Oh, look at that, guys. Little pen holder on there. I'm going to take this out because it will fall off otherwise. Fabulous. How can we attach it to the other one? Let's put the lid on. What's the other ones? This one. You could always sort of ink it or paint it, couldn't you? Exactly the same, I suppose. Just stick it on the back. Oh, like this idea. Could do with it having a different colour pencil, but most definitely a fab idea, isn't it? You could stick it so it almost goes, and it would be on the back. Loving it, loving it. I'm going to actually make another one, and then I'm going to paint or do something with that. Maybe we could cover it with something. Oh, I don't know. But it's a good idea. If you find some little, you can get them in sort of, what is it called? The little natural colours, can't you? The pencils. I just got pink because I thought they were really pretty. So if you wrap it round, whatever you're wrapping around, just bend it like that. And then you will get that little edge, so you know which bit to glue. I'm going to stick it on the back of that one too. There we go. Let's just get it ready to stick in. Like that. Oopsie daisy. Where's my pliers? It's got to be reasonably tight. Like that. You might need to actually reinforce it a little bit, just so it doesn't rip. Maybe I'll pop a little bit of fabric or something on this one. Oh, I do like it. Look at that. How simple is that to do? That's very exciting, guys. I was quite excited about that one. What we got? A little bit of this. What were we going to put on the top of this one? Anything? I think this one might just look nice with a little bit of chain, actually. isn't it? What do you think? A little bit of this on the bottom? Just thinking of wrapping this around it. Be quite nice, wouldn't it? I think. Let's just add a little bit of glue. Right, I'm going to pop it on here because I think it will be easier for me to hold. Because I can hold the pencil. You might find a sort of easier way of doing it, but this is just a quick off the cuff sort of thing for me. Which way round? We need to do it like this, don't we? Turn that round, glue that in there like that with my scissors. I'm going to have to glue that bit on. So you'd see this bit at the back, wouldn't you? You'd see that little bit, but that's okay. Oh, I love it. Should we stick this on first? Actually, let's just leave this to dry. Let's not jump the gun. Let's put that there, let's put that there. I'm going to put another... Should I put this down there? Really should have something to match our little pen, don't we? Like that. I did have some brown... Hang on 2 seconds. Here we go. Look, I got a little bit of brown velvet, which would be quite nice. This is a very sort of autumny one, isn't it? Oh, that will look nice. Let's glue a little bit of this along the bottom. Just pop that on there. Stick that on. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Should we pop the little dark bit on? Gosh, bits everywhere. I think so. Need a little flower to go with this though, don't we? Yes. Oh, I was going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Little bit of glue. Little bit of this. How much do we need? I didn't really measure it, did I? Let's cut that off. Like that. I need my little... Just going to melt the ends because they tend to sort of fray a little bit. And then just pop that on like that. Just gorgeous. Lovely, lovely. Do you think we need a little bit on here? Maybe just over. Don't want too much. Just around the edge. Yes, we shall do that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue gun on there, I mean. I think I will probably glue gun this to the back as well. Because this is a little bit thick and I would like it to stay on, obviously. Pop that around. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Look at that. What do you think? Yeah, definitely needs like a little wooden, that's alright, isn't it? Little wooden coloured one. I could probably sand that down actually. Look, it's got a little golden heart on there. Okay, let's put you there. Right, that's good. Now we can actually put a chain on this and it would all sort of like work together then, won't it? Right, I'm not going to measure this one. Oh, where's my lid? I'm just going to make a hole. Just, there's like little bumps on this bit, so I'm just going to sort of make the hole just sort of like in that little second bump, you know what I mean? Just like that. Oops. There we go, can you see? Right, I'm going to put these away because I'm making a big mess everywhere. Let's do that. What do you think? Eyeball it like that much. You don't want them hanging down too much. I remember doing chain ones last time I did them, but I just think they work really well with a bit of chain. But again, this is one you could probably use. I've got some little bit of string here. You could probably use a little bit of twine as well. Would be quite not that thick, but do you know what I mean? A couple of little bits of twine you could hang on there if you didn't have chain. That's that double one. Don't know what it is. I don't think that's been cut properly. I think that's probably why. Okay. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? I haven't put any brads in there. Not brads, eyelets. Didn't put my eyelets in. What should we go for? Little brownie ones? They'll do. No, they're not. They're sort of like a taupey green. There's a little green tinge to them. This way. Ouch. There we go. Pop that on there. Okay guys, so if you're going to get these, you're going to have a lovely weekend making these. And like I said before, you don't have to, if you don't have stuff to embellish, you don't need to. This is why I try to sort of like make them simple. You don't have to add things, but I do like the pencil. I do like the little pen holder. That works really well. Oh, I didn't think of that before. You guys probably have added pen holders to your glass lot. There we go. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Oh, look, my glue. Let's stick this on. Pop a little bit. Where's my glue gone? I've got so many different glues on my table. There we are. But you don't need to glue the whole back piece down unless you want to. You just do a little strip at the top. I'm going to put it just under that little toadstool there, like that. So if you wanted to put like something on there, you could. Look at that, that's really lovely. I really do like this one. I'm going to take the pencil out while I stick this on. No, I'm not, because I think it will be easier for me to hold. So where should we put it? Sort of there. A little bit of glue gun. I just hold that on. Take it out, just hold that down. Just for a minute. See, that looks really good. I do like that. I do. There we are. And that just holds in there. So you could hang that up next to your, I don't know, on your desk in your kitchen. Fabulous. I love it. Absolutely love it. I would like something on there something on there, but I don't really have anything brown. Oh, what's in here? This is what we had yesterday, wasn't it? Do I have any little oddie bits in here? It's quite nice, isn't it? What's that? I've got one of these little ones still left. These all need using up. Look at that, little bit of shiny. I think that would probably work quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's have a little bit of this. And then maybe I could have something. I do have some bling here somewhere. In here somewhere. There we go. One of these little crystals can go on there as well. Oh, I'm going to look for some little pencils which have got the natural look to them, I think. I'm going to just add a little bit of glue there. Oh, look. Oh, I'm so clumsy. There we go. Put that like that. There should be enough glue coming through that hole to stick on there. Oh my god, guys, I'm so clumsy. Good job it's like glue gun glue, because it comes off. There we are. What do you think? Oh, is that going to be a bit loose? Oh, well, at least it won't fall through because it's got the little thing. I have to add a little bit. Oh, well, the idea is there. The idea is there, isn't it? Look at that. What do you think, guys? I think that's lovely. So we have this one, we have this one. Have we got time to make any more? Oh, we did do this one, didn't we, as well? And we have this one, which I love. We have this one, which I love, which is a little magnet. That's just like magnet strips that I've got. Not strips, it comes in a coil. Look, like that. It's self-adhesive, but I did add super glue. I tried it with glue gun and it didn't stick. It came off. So I think because this was metal, it just sort of like peeled off for some reason. So I have super glued that on to hold that on. So I don't know how long we've been nattering about. Oh, this is the brown one. This is the tea stain one that I did. So that's perfect. When I was looking for the pencils, I just trimmed that down with my paper trimmer, which is fabulous. So we've got this one. Should we just do this one quickly? Let's do this one to match this one. And I'm gonna, well, it won't match because I don't have another one of these, but we can just add this onto there. Just quickly, let's get them done. What should we put on? Should I do the same with a little bit of lace? Or should we just go with this? Maybe I'll just pop a little of this along the bottom. That's kind of, I bet I haven't got another one of these. Oh, I do. Oh, look at that, I do. Perfect. I think it looks a little bit smaller actually, which is perfect. So it just needs to go up just a little bit higher so it doesn't fit. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Let's put this across here. Snip that off. Just like that. Where's the little flower gone? So I don't want this to come off the bottom because it won't stand up very well, will it? So that's got a bit higher up. Okay. What should we use? Let's use this. Go along, just along like that. Pop those on. Oh, I've got lots to popping people's little cards this year, haven't I? It's just that extra little stocking stuffer as well, which I think is nice. Oh, I should have popped that on a glue gun, never mind. Oh, I'm going to have to go. Is that alright? Let this go on. Don't want that to, yeah, that can go just there. Let's do that then. Should we put one of these on? And that's going to be too big. Not really, I think we can get away with that. A little bit of glue. Pop that on. Stick that down. Then we will pop this on. See, these ones, I didn't even put anything on the back of these. You don't need to print on the back at all, because once they're torn off, you don't see them. Well, once they're torn off, they're just thrown away anyway, aren't they? So that can just go there. Let me just make sure that's level. Perfect. Oh, if you've got any of those, I'll tell you what would look nice on here as well, seeing it's sort of like got greenery on it. You know, you get the little leaves. I'm sure I had some in my pot here. Oh, here we go. I thought I saw some yesterday. These little leafy things. You could put sort of like some of those on there, couldn't you? Going up, look like a little beanstalk. Right. Let's just pop a little bit of tape on the bottom, which is going to be on the back one. Pop a little bit of tape just on there, like that. Using tape instead of glue, I think it might be a little bit better, so it doesn't go, so it's not wet, you know what I mean. This should stick. There we go. Oops. Oops, I can hold it. That together like that. And then we can just stand that up. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Oh, I do like these. And there's another way. If you wanted to actually stick this together before you send it, you can just make a little V in there. Do you know what I mean? Just score down there, or just fold it. I don't think you'll be able to score it. And just put like a little V in there. And then it will just go flat. Let me see if I can do it with this one. Just fold that like that. So then it will go flat. So if you wanted it to be all together before you send it, but like that, do you know what I mean? So you're sort of like that shape, and then it will sort of like stand up as well a little bit better. So depends how you'd like to do it. This is just a little bit too long. Oops. And just snip that little bit. Perfect. Don't think I'm going to put anything on then. I've got a bit of glue ooping out the top, gooping out. There we go, guys. I think that will be it for today. I think these are fabulous. So, Sonia and my lovelies, your calendars are ready. I know they've taken a long time, but they are here. So we've got this one. Look at all the mess I've got everywhere. We have this lovely one. So I put chain on all of these ones, but again, put ribbon or whatever you like. Little magnets on there. This one's beautiful. Love this one. We've got the little stand up. So we've got this one. We have this one. I have this one. And then we've got the little pen holder in here as well. Let's just pop a little. Should we pop a little pink pen in there? Pencil. And look, fabulous. Just gorgeous, aren't they? I love them. So there we go, guys. Everything's going to be in the Etsy shop. So you get, with the actual backings like these and these, you get 9 of each. So you get 9 of the desk ones and 9 of the flat ones. They match with the other ones. So you sort of get 1 of these to match the other one, and you get, with those, you get the coffee stain and the white. Okay, so you can make those, and with the other kit you just get these. So you get them in the green, the blue, the little flowery ones, the white, this beautiful rusty colour, and the coffee stained. So you get 6 different ones. And the white ones, like I said, this one, if you have a favourite paper that you want to use, you can print this. You can print it on the back of this, or print your paper and then print this on top. And then you'll get your favourite paper underneath, so you can adapt them. You can, you know, make them unique to you with your favourite papers on there. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I did have fun making those. They were lovely. Loving the little pencil on there. I think they're great. So there we go. Have a fab rest of the day. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.